Hello, this is Alexander Green, Chief Investment Strategist with the Oxford Club. And today I want to talk to you about an important subject. A lot of investors out there who've been struggling because both the stock and the bond markets have tumbled this year are trying to find someone that they can trust, someone who's knowledgeable to follow. And that's a perfectly understandable instinct. You know, Warren Buffett famously said that the most important thing you can do when you're starting out is decide who you want to be the batboy for. For instance, he was the batboy for Benjamin Graham, his professor who wrote Securities Analysis, which is like the Bible of investment analysis for individual companies, and The Intelligent Investor, two of the greatest investment books ever written. But you can follow celebrities and personalities online and end up in the wrong place. I know when I was starting off in the money management business 37 years ago, it pains me to say that, I was looking for someone to follow, and I had actually lost a good deal of my own money and my clients' money by following the really smart people at our firm and their strong buy recommendations. And I eventually fell upon three of the smartest men to follow at the time, who were Warren Buffett, Peter Lynch, who's the best performing mutual fund manager of all time, and John Templeton, who pioneered global investing and ran the Templeton Global Growth Fund. And what I found out from following those three men was that success in the market is not about outguessing the Federal Reserve or predicting what GDP is going to be this year or deciding when to be in the market or when to be out. They didn't know that or any of those things any more than the rest of us do. All they knew how to do was to analyze a company that was selling for less than what it was worth and buy it and then sell that company when the market recognized that value. Well, there's an even better group of people to follow. But before I get to that, let me remind you that you can sign up for my free e-letter, Liberty Through Wealth. Just click on the link below and you can read all my investment commentary week after week. There's actually an even better way to follow somebody. And I learned this over the years, and I've been doing it now for over 30 years. And that is to follow the insiders who run a particular company. And I'm talking about the officers and the directors. This is the people like the president, the chairman, the CEO, chief legal counsel, and directors are the board members who meet regularly with the officers of the companies, and they have access to all sorts of material, non-public information about the future prospects of the business. So since they have a huge advantage when they go in the market to trade their own company stock, the SEC requires them to file what's called a Form 4, detailing how many shares of their company they bought, on what date, at what price, and make it available to the rest of us. So even if we don't know what they know, we at least know what they're doing. And again, nobody, not even people like Warren Buffett or Elon Musk or Bill Gates, smart as they may be, rich as they may be, they don't know as much as these individuals know about the companies that they run. So it's hard to find a better investment strategy or someone better to follow than the insiders who run a company and buy their own company shares. And not just a few shares, but millions, and sometimes even tens of millions of dollars worth of their own company stock with their own money at the current market price. As far as a heads up goes in the market, it just doesn't get much better than that. So I encourage you to watch what these insiders do and ride their coattails, and you can enjoy the very same profits that they do. You will never know all the things that they know, but you'll know what they did, and you can do it too. And lots of studies show, not just anecdotal evidence, but lots of academic studies show that insiders outperform the market by a wide margin, which if you're an active investor, that's what you're trying to do, is to beat the market. So what is the very best way to do that? In my view, it's following these corporate insiders. So I very strongly suggest that you do exactly that. All right, that's it for today. To subscribe to this channel, just click on the link below. Thanks so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you again soon.